Hi guys, Victoria Paxton here. Thanks for stopping back by my YouTube channel, My Psychic Life, My Psychic Wife. So today I thought I would show you how I go about what I do and how things work. Well, you can't see how it works because it's in my brain, but I received a phone call from a sheriff the other day. He said he had no problem with me doing a video on this, but for a few reasons he doesn't want real names used for right now until hopefully the case is solved. Yeah, it's a delicate situation, and it's something that I discovered right away as soon as he gave me the young lady's name, and I can't really talk about that aspect of it. I just gave him, what I got really quickly. So now I wanted to kind of show you how I do it. So this young lady was reported missing in 2016. Unfortunately, she actually went missing in 2013, but for whatever reason, they didn't report her missing officially until 2016. And missing persons cases are hard enough, but when 3 years have gone by, it's really difficult to solve. Anyway, so we'll call her Susan. So the sheriff called me, gave me her name, and said, can you take a few days and see what you get and call me back? So I told him what I had gotten right away, and he said, okay. He pretty much, I guess he has a theory of what happened to her, and based on that theory, what I saw right away, he was able to acknowledge that, yes, that's part of my theory. So that's neither here nor there, but we'll go ahead and just not talk about that aspect of it since he doesn't want me to speak about that right now. So I was just going to sit here, paper and pen. You can see I have Susan, disappeared in 2013, officially reported 2016, and I'm just going to try to communicate with her and see what I get. Well, first of all, I should say she's no longer with us, and I'm pretty confident when someone is no longer with us, when I hear a name and I can do like a connection and I know they're no longer with us, I don't know how to explain exactly, but I can tell you, I just get this feeling like they're gone. So if they're still alive, I have a feeling like, I guess the best way to explain it would be, if they're still alive, I feel like if I had a box around me, okay, so if I had a big, huge, rectangular box around me, if someone's still alive, I feel like they're in that box. If someone's passed, it's like they're off in a distance and they're not in the box. So it's almost like they're not close enough for me to kind of reach out to. I hope that makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain some of this stuff. So okay, so I think we're going to pause the video. I'm just going to, we'll leave it going for a little bit while I sit. This part might be kind of boring, but I'm just going to sit and write down what I get. Yeah, so I'm just going to do that now. So I usually just try to, for example, off to my right back there's somebody putting stuff into 18-wheelers that are on the other side of the fence from the cemetery, and it's noisy. We're close to a train station, so if the train goes by or if an airplane flies over, I just really block everything out. So the birds chirping, I just block it all out, and then it's almost like you kind of go into like a meditative state. Yeah, so let me see what I can get. Okay, yeah, I'm getting, Susan is coming through. She's not liking the fact that I'm calling her Susan either, because technically that's not her real name, and she's okay, so I'm not even going to bother writing this down, but she's saying that the only time she ever came close to getting to a fist fight with someone. The girl's name was Susan, and she had been bugging her for like 3 years at school, bullying her basically. So she says she doesn't like the name Susan.
Sure, we can change the name. Change the name.
Okay, yeah. Okay, good thinking, honey. So I'm going to call her what she wants me to call her. Okay. She wants me to call her Gloria. I asked her why. There's no reason. She likes the name. So we'll call her Gloria. And now I'm just kind of like letting her talk to me. Yeah, that's the thing with spirits sometimes. Sometimes they come to me and they can't talk. I'm not sure why that is, but she has a lot to say. She's like right now, even while I'm talking, she's just talking. Yeah, she definitely has a lot to say. Okay, so I'm going to just let her talk, and I'm just going to write what's pertinent. Okay. This is another thing that I don't particularly like about my gifts and my communication sometimes. So she's telling me what happened to her. And in the process of telling me what happened to her, I actually, everything disappeared and I saw what happened to her. So I saw her actually being murdered. And that's not an easy thing to see. I don't care if you know the person or not. It's not easy to watch somebody having the life taken out of their body. Okay. Okay, get up. Okay, here's another thing that's really hard is I'm telling her to slow down a little bit. She has a lot to say, and because of that, if you've ever translated, like if you've translated for someone, say you speak fluent Spanish and you're translating Spanish to English or English to Spanish, if you're listening to someone speaking English and then you're translating to Spanish and they start talking really quickly to where you're like, whoa, you got to slow down. I can't translate that fast. Okay. That's basically what this feels like. I'm like, you got to slow down a little bit, honey. You're talking a little bit too quick there. So it's hard for me to catch up. So I'm telling her I'm telling her I needed a break. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to proceed. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was getting a lot from her. I didn't write down every little thing she said because I didn't write down every little thing she said because she would kind of like go off on like a little tangent because she was upset, obviously, for obvious reasons. So I'm just gonna read to you the important things that she told me that I wrote down. And she wants to be known as Gloria now. So, okay, so he strangled me. He said he was leaving his wife, that he loved me and only me. I was 5 months pregnant. I kept it hidden like he told me to. He said once he left her, we could tell everyone about the baby. His wife wasn't able to have kids, so he was so excited. I guess he wasn't really excited. He fooled me. He said he didn't love her or have any kind of relationship with her. I threatened to tell his wife. That's the last thing I said before he killed me. My friend Natalie will remember where he buried me. Tell her it's where her and Mike first made out. She'll remember the name of the place. People have come here and walked right past my body. I want what's right. He needs to be caught before he does it again. His wife needs to be afraid. Can you help them find my grave? Please help me. So there was a lot more to it. For obvious reasons, she's upset, and she's saying, hold on. She's saying that, she's grateful and happy that she finally found someone that can communicate with her. And she made a couple comments about, it just seems like it's taken so long. It's so long. She keeps mentioning how long it is, like a time frame, like she feels like she's waited forever. And, she went missing in 2013. I don't want to go into too many details, but when I'm able to tell the whole story, it'll make more sense as to why she disappeared in 2013. It wasn't officially reported until 2016. But I can tell you, she doesn't really have any family living, so all she has are her friends that are living. But yeah, she keeps referring to time like she feels like everything, she's saying like she feels like everything just stood still. Once she passed away, everything just stopped. And yeah, she's trying to describe like how long she's waited, and yeah, she's really frustrated. I mean, I want her to be able to cross over and be happy instead of lingering, and not feeling any kind of happiness or joy or anything, because right now all she's feeling is sadness and anger and pain, and so I really do want her to cross over. I do think maybe I'm going to try to communicate with her a few more times and see if I happen to get any other little details about the location. I know she referenced that one of her friends would know where she is, because I guess the friend used to go there with her boyfriend and make out or something. So, so I'm going to try to communicate with her a few more times, or just, I don't know how many more times, but just to see if I can get any other little details. Sorry, she's still in my ear, so. Oh, wow. So she's actually, sorry guys, it's hot, man, I'm sweating. Whew. It's kind of funny, but well, not funny, but she's actually saying now that she's seeing somebody else. And she's actually visually seeing somebody right now here. Yeah, somebody here at the cemetery, and she's like reaching out to this woman. And it's funny because when we pulled up, I was getting this Mary Rose. The spirit Mary Rose came through. But anyway, so Gloria is now trying to communicate with a woman that's here, and she said like they're not being able to communicate back and forth. But she's making reference that she hasn't been able to speak to anyone. You know, she's just been angry and sad and depressed. And
Can you get her to go into a light?
no, I don't. I think I need to keep talking to her at this point. I need to talk to her because she's still got a lot to say. You know, I can't imagine. I mean, she's been dead for 6 years. So imagine 6 years of not being able to talk to anybody, being upset and sad and angry. And okay, guys, thanks for stopping back by my channel. If I get any more out of Gloria, I'll definitely let you know. And hopefully once her body's found and the case is solved, you know, then I can come out with all more specific details. But it's, you know, it's one of those situations to where it's an unsolved case. And at this point, they're assuming it's a murder, but they haven't found her body, but they're pretty confident she's gone, which I told them, yeah, she definitely is. So once all this is settled, you know, I can come back on and update everyone. But thanks for stopping by my channel, guys. Take care.